Okay, we're gonna watch Bernie. You should donate your millions to refugees in need since you always want them here at the expense of poor Americans. First of all, I literally fucking raise money and also have donated money to like raises and shit. So I am doing that. Which is pretty funny that you said that. But you kind of betrayed your values there by saying, you know, I want immigrants to be here at the expense of poor Americans. Hilarious. Yeah, the anti-Hasanabi subreddit.
I just want to say a few words about some of what's going on. And as chairman of the Senate Budget Committee, I want to say a few words about the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill that a number of us are fighting for. And I'd also like to make some brief comments about what Senator Manchin said earlier today. First, let us be clear. Poll after poll, including polls in West Virginia, show that what we are trying to do in this reconciliation bill is enormously popular among the American people. But it's not just the American people who support what we're trying to do. 48 out of 50 members of the Senate Democratic Caucus support the bill, and 210 members, about 96% of the House Democratic Caucus, support the bill. And by the way, the President of the United States supports the bill. And while we're at it, let me tell you who is vigorously opposed to this legislation. And I think it's important that the American people understand that, because this is the corruption of American politics.
Get him, burn dog.
The pharmaceutical industry is currently spending hundreds of millions of dollars on lobbying, on campaign contributions, on advertising to oppose this bill.
I wish that Joe Biden would do it like this too, just like a little bit of naming and a little bit of shaming. It goes a long way. I think it would pay back in dividends. Like, I really do wish that he would drop this shit a little bit harder.
Because they do not want to have us lower the outrageously high cost of prescription drugs in America. The health insurance industry is spending a huge amount of money because they do not want us to expand Medicare to cover dental, hearing aids, and eyeglasses. The fossil fuel industry, the coal companies and the oil companies, are spending millions of dollars despite the fact that the scientists are virtually unanimous in telling us that we must end our dependence on fossil fuel and move to energy efficiency and sustainable energy if we are going to save this planet. And it goes without saying that the billionaire class and the large corporations are spending a fortune in opposition to this bill because they love the idea that some of the wealthiest people in this country and the largest corporations in a given year do not pay a nickel in federal income tax. And they're fighting to preserve that absurdity. In other words, we are taking on some of the most powerful special interests in this country who will end up spending huge amounts of money in order to prevent us from doing what we should be doing, protecting the needs of working families.
Yeah, he's talking about me.
The elderly, the children, the sick, and the poor. And
talk about me, dude. The corporate donor class. Let's go.
Protecting this planet for future generations.
Bernie naming and shaming.
Senator Manchin, as I understand,
you know me. I'm a fucking massive advocate against the budget reconciliation and the $3.5 trillion infrastructure spending. You know, because, you know, how are we going to pay for it? Oh, we're going to pay for it by taxing me? Well, that's fucked up. Don't do that. You know, just things that I say all the time.
And it talked about today about not wanting to see our country become an entitlement society. Well, I am not exactly sure what he means by that. Does that mean that we end the $300 direct payments for working class parents, which have cut childhood poverty in this country as a result of the American Rescue Plan in half? Is protecting working families and cutting childhood poverty and entitlement? Does Senator Manchin think we should once again have one of the highest levels of childhood poverty of any major country on earth? At a time when millions of seniors in Vermont, in West Virginia, all across this country have teeth in their mouths that are rotting, when they can't afford hearing aids in order to communicate with their grandchildren, and when they can't afford a pair of glasses in order to read a newspaper, does Senator Manchin really believe that seniors are not entitled to digest their food and that they're not entitled to hear and see properly? Is that really too much to ask in the richest country on earth, that elderly people have teeth in their mouth and can see and can hear? Does Senator Manchin not believe that we have to end the absurdity of the United States paying by far the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs, sometimes 10 times more for a particular drug than is paid in Canada or other countries around the world? Does Senator Manchin believe that we should be the only major country on earth not to guarantee paid family and medical leave, and that working mothers should not be able to stay home with a child who is sick? Are workers not entitled to be able to do that? Does Senator Manchin believe that working class parents in West Virginia and Vermont should not have to pay? Does he believe that they should have to pay 25 or 30% of their incomes on child care? All over this country, working class families are paying 25 or 30% of their incomes on child care so that they could go out and do their jobs. Are the children of this country not entitled to high-quality child care and pre-K education? Does Senator Manchin not believe that working families in this country are entitled to affordable housing, and that we should not have some 600,000 people in America, including many veterans, sleeping out on the streets? Does Senator Manchin not believe that at a time when we have a major labor shortage in many parts of this country, because our young people...
What is this? Is it true you can speak Turkish? Say something in Turkish? What's wrong with you, dude? Like, why are you fucking... Want me to ban you? Is that what it is? Shut the fuck up, idiot.
lack the skills they need, that they are not entitled to at least 2 years of free community college so they can get the training in order to go out and get the good paying jobs that are there. And perhaps most importantly, does Senator Manchin not believe what the scientists are telling us? That we face an existential threat regarding climate change, and that it is absolutely imperative that we move boldly to cut carbon emissions. Scientists have told us we're on a red alert. Some of you know a number of scientists received the Nobel Prize for their work on climate change. Does Senator Manchin not believe that our children and grandchildren are entitled to live in a country and a world that is healthy and is habitable? Senator Manchin has been extremely critical of the $3.5 trillion proposal that many of us support. In fact, 9 out of 11 members of the Budget Committee support. But the time is long overdue for him to tell us with specificity, not generalities, we're beyond generalities, with specificity, what he wants and what he does not want, and to explain that to the people of West Virginia and America. I look forward to working with Senator Manchin and everyone else in the Senate to pass a strong reconciliation bill as well as a bipartisan infrastructure bill. Thank you. Garrett?
I mean, Senator, you got there. I mean, I feel like for weeks you have not wanted to take questions about other senators' objections to this bill, especially Senator Manchin. But is it now now incumbent upon him to come out and say, "This is what I'm for.
That's
This is how I get."
That's exactly what I'm saying here. Look, it's it's very easy to use vague phraseology, and even when you talk about $1.5 trillion, as I understand it, Senator Manchin says he believes in Medicare negotiating prescription drugs. Okay, good, great. In the House bill, that will save us $700 billion. Now, Senator Manchin says that he only wants to spend $1.5 trillion. Is that in addition to the 700, which would already take you up to 2.2? I don't know the answer to that. You don't know the answer to that. You know, Senator Manchin says he wants to tax the wealthy. All right, good. The House Ways and Means Committee passed a proposal which includes, as I understand it, about $2 trillion in doing away with tax breaks for the wealthy and large corporations. Is that where Mr. Manchin is? So it's not good enough to be vague. And I do not understand, to be honest.
Roast him for 5 minutes. I look forward to working with him. I mean, he deserves way worse, so let's be fucking real, dude. Joe Manchin deserves way worse than like a little bit of light roasting, okay? Chatters, I'm not going to speak in Turkish for your fucking dumbass bingo card, okay? I know you're playing Twitch bingo, and I've probably nailed everything on that fucking Twitch bingo. And I'm not going to fucking do it. I'm not going to fulfill that for you. Okay? I hope you can't get the fucking bingo. Where is it? Hold on. I want to pull it up. Where's the bingo card? Someone link it to me. No, these motherfuckers were ready, dude. They were ready for this stun lock, so they made their own little game for it, dude. Bernie received more votes in the primary than Manchin did in his re-election. Fun fact, Bernie received more West Virginia Democratic primary votes in 2016, 124,000, than Joe Manchin received in his 2018 re-election bid. That's actually wild. Holy shit. I mean, it's 2018, so obviously there was going to be less people voting, but a primary, like... Hassan, Twitch leak bingo. Let's check LSF. No gaming today. I negotiated a contract with the least ad density. I'm going to run an ad so that I can be richer. Okay, you forgot. I did say that. 10-minute stun lock. Socialism is when poor. Chat, I don't do sponsors. Pepela. Chat, my sub count has always been public. Then we should tax the rich even more. Yes. Don't sub/donate to me if you want attention. Taxation is better than donation. Free. Mentions XQC. Who is Critical Role? Mentions Hoscord. Hosmod. Segue baited by Turkish. Or segue baited by Chatter. Speaks Turkish. Pulls up the leaked list. Watches clip of Miskiv's take. Watches clip of XQC's take. Pulls up someone's tweet. Talks theory about class determined by production. Copium. Sorts by controversial on LSF. I saw this earlier. Also, you circle and fucking carve out this bingo card like a psycho. I just want to let you know. Who does this, dude? This is how well my fucking community knows me, by the way. Another one? Okay, but I didn't speak Turkish, so... Like, people say that I myself pre-watch videos, but y'all have pre-watched the stream. And you're celebrating that you pre-watched the stream yourself. So what the fuck does that mean, dude? I apologize. We let the daycare activity leak out. Yeah, literally. No gaming today. It's not what I said. And that's not what I believe. There will be gaming today.
With you. How in this time in world history, you cannot talk about the crisis of climate change and tell us what you want to do. That is really inexcusable. As I've said many, many times, and I say this as a grandparent, I do not want my generation.
It's actually foolish that they didn't add like stun locked on the bingo card onto the bingo card. If you truly knew me, you would have added that, knowing full well that I would be getting to it and fucking, you know.
Generation to have to look their kids and grandchildren in the eye and say, yes, we failed you, and the planet is now uninhabitable. Yeah.
Senator, since we're talking about specificity here and you're looking for that from Senator Manchin, some of your House colleagues...
When will you limit donos like Pokemon and Tyler 1? First of all, 1, I don't even know how to fucking limit donos. 2, I don't care because I don't make any fucking... Like, I literally don't have donos. Like, I have them on, but I don't have TTS on, and I never replied, and most people know that, and they don't fucking donate. Like, me being like, oh man, I really capped my donos is not gonna fucking change anything. You'll just, I mean, it'll be a good... Was that a bingo? That was a free square? Okay, that's fucked up. You have to get a special request to limit donations. Not everyone is able to cap it. Yeah, motherfuckers act like I've ever gotten a fucking dono that's more than like fucking $5, dude. It's just aesthetic bullshit. Man, a lot of people were like losing their fucking minds at trying to donate $1 million to me directly. I will never listen to your donation. Every now and then, I actually have the donos on, like the TTS on. Okay. Tarek, thank you for the 33-month support. And then when that shit pops off, like, Pokemon is more socialist than you? Yes. She invests in the stock market. So obviously she's more socialist than me because socialism is when you don't see how much money someone is making. Your top donos of the month are not even impressive at all. Wait, where did you even get this? I don't even know how to find this information. Oh shit, dude. Really at the fucking cap those donos, man. Like, okay. From your Twitch About page? Oh, really? Dude, I think a lot of people literally don't understand.
6 months, let's go.
Yeah, I think a lot of people literally don't understand how little I know about how this stuff works. Like, people genuinely are just like, oh, dude, you fucking know, and like... Hasan is profiting off socialism no better than a cheatee? But what you gonna do, A? Greed, B, greed? What the fuck is a cheatee? I have kids and can't afford a home. This fucking dude's fakes being a socialist. Fact, this guy. 2.9 mil and not a dime out of my pocket. Calming my ass. This a fucking pointing. All this is greed right here, lads. Right here. Hasanabi's politics is a means of profit, not a means of progress. Greedy fucking disappointment. But A, the fuck, dude, this dude is like literally just like just talking to himself. Following since December 18th, 2018,
Rats.
dude. No, I turned on TTS, but that's not donos. These are all fucking subscriptions. 3D fucking disappointment. But what the fuck are you gonna do? Profiteers gonna be profiteers for life. The stream ain't much different from Che tees. Oh, Che tees, like Che Guevara t-shirts.
1 year with this fucking himbo.
I was like, what the fuck is a Che tee? I have 2 kids, can't afford reform. This dude fakes being a socialist. Fuck this guy. American entertainment is regressing to infancy and the rest of us are following you guys into the toilet. This shit is fucking your heads up. Weak. Let's see what the older points were. I'm in Norway, what a lot of Americans think of as a socialist country. We're also the richest country. No money flight here. As a Scandinavian, I apologize for the white trash Nazis we got. We're working to kick their heads in further. How the fuck is this dumbass Norwegian and literally went from like, I'm in Norway. A lot of people think this is a socialist country. And then he's literally like, what the fuck happened over the course of 2018, dude? Legitimate marches behave now. Do as you're told. Get that message out, aka change nothing.
Hi.
I'm a real Northern European communist. You NA cooks have no fucking idea. You forgot fascists, which is good to be honest. The fuck are you two sexist cunts discussing fucking me to here? It's fine, it's like watching a car crash.
That's all that matters. We have a world to win. What the bourgeoisie produce above all else is the means of their destruction.
For a long while you had horrible people here, everything from fascists to incels.
Please continue to have a normal sized body and a tiny head.
I appreciate you promoting Norway here, as if we didn't have enough cruise ships filled to the brink with fat American lard buckets. You're not actually far off, speaking as a Norwegian. People say Norwegian is like singing up and down. I wonder why. Well, I mean, he likes the accent. $200K streamer leaves the screen. Dude, I'm a Maoist, Marxist, Leninist. It's not CIA. It's you, Hasan, class traitor. Wait, when? Oh, this is where he changed. I'm a Hassanist, Leninist. I'm like watching this dude fucking slowly but surely from 2018 onwards, like turn into someone who fucking despises me. Dumb American hobos don't know football or culture at all. Dude, imagine being a fucking Norwegian Marxist, Leninist, Maoist, and then thinking that socialism is in any meaningful capacity marketable. Like, what kind of fucking Maoist is like, oh, dude, yeah, socialism is like the most fucking appealing and marketable form of making money, dude. What do you taste like, you rich fuck? Ask your mom. She knows. At least what my dick tastes like. And my ass. Fucking got him, dude. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh,
Not
fuck,
even
dude.
My Prime account. Here is Bezos money from my sister.
Oh, fuck, that felt good. I can't even get mad at him because, you know, one, he's the only Maoist in Norway. And two, he likes my Norwegian accent. So.
Have said that they understand now that 3.5 is not a realistic top number. The president has also said that. Are you willing to concede that 3.5 is too much? Right
No, look, am I willing to concede the 3? No. What I do believe, 3.5 is too little. to be frank with you. Now, there's what I have said, and will repeat, this is going to be a give and take. This is part of the process.
It'll be a give and take.
And we will be in the room in that give and take. Yes, ma'am.
Happy 8 months, dude. Poggies.
Manchin just have different fundamental views of government's role in society and what government should do.
Yes.
I mean, how do you resolve such philosophical differences?
Good. That's a very good question. And I'm not here to disparage Senator Manchin, and I respect him for his you're right, we differ. What I would say is this, and I know a lot of the media talks about, compromise and all that stuff. We got 48 senators who support $3.5 trillion. We got 2 who do not. Now, to be very honest with you, as I think all of you know, I believe that our current healthcare system is totally dysfunctional. And I strongly, strongly believe in a Medicare for All single-payer program. I could, in 5 minutes, go to Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader, and say, Chuck, I can't support this bill unless you have a Medicare for All provision in there. But I'm not going to do that because I know.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that I don't think Bernie Sanders respects Joe Manchin. It's like when you get called for, like, name one thing you respect about the other person, and you're like,
Trying out this anniversary thing that I usually just ignore.
Like when I did that fucking debate against, what's his face?
1 year, baby.
I mean, he's too nice. He will 100% find something to say nice about him. Bernie Sanders has always been this person, though. Like, he literally fucking says shit like that all the time. Yeah, with Michael Knowles.
I don't know how many, maybe half the members of the caucus, a third of the members of the caucus support. That would be irresponsible. So my concern with Mr. Manchin is not so much what his views are. I disagree with him. But it is that it is wrong. It is really not playing fair that 1 or 2 people think that they should be able to stop what 48 members of the Democratic caucus want, what the American people want, what the President of the United States wants. That would be my position. So Senator Manchin has a right to fight for his point of view. He has not only a right to be heard, he has a right to get some compromises. He's a member of the Senate. But 2 people do not have the right to sabotage what 48 want and what the President of the United States wants. That, to me, is wrong. Yes, ma'am.
Explain to the whites that flaunting donation, Riyah, is a sin, Aki. Yeah, but, that's whatever.
Since you are the budget chairman and you obviously helped craft this $3.5 trillion plan, would it be feasible for you to get in a room?
Here is money for your house, and because you are broke.
Why hasn't that happened?
Well, we do get in a room. Senator Manchin is part of leadership. I'm part of.
Yeah, Chatter is correct. He has a. Riyah is not Turkish. It's not Turkish. Not a Turkish word. Yeah, you guys are wrong. That was not Turkish. It's literally Arabic, you fucking uneducated bitches. Wow, you didn't win bingo. You're just racist. Literally Arabic, dude. Joe Manchin is against the bill for very different reasons than Kristen Sinema, okay? I mean, ultimately, their goals are the same. It's to fucking explode the bill in its entirety. Joe Manchin is, and I can't believe I'm saying this, significantly more agreeable because he wants to maintain the presence of, like, being the reasonable centrist in the room, the moderate that is going to, make the bill pay for itself or whatever the fuck. There's obviously additional provisions that his benefactors want him to tank. But ultimately, Kirsten Sinema is just totally trying to terrorize the bill in its entirety and won't even mention exactly what she wants out of it. Well, I guess with the exception of like lowering pharmaceutical prices, she literally said no to that, which is psychopathic.
6 months, baby, let's go.
What are some examples of Turkish words? I will never tell you.
Leadership, and without going further, that discussion has taken place, and I expect will continue to take place. Yes, ma'am. A little louder, please.
In your discussions with President Biden, have you encouraged him to not scale that number back, after his most recent comments?
Well, look, this is what I think. As I've said before, look, if we were in a room and in a caucus where half the people wanted something lower and half the people wanted something higher, you got to go somewhere in the middle. We're not in that position. So I think there's got to be some give or take. But to ask 48 people to go down to where 2 people want, that just seems to be unfair, not to mention when poll after poll shows where the American people want us to be is not where Mr. Manchin is. All right, maybe 1 or 2 questions. Yes, sir.
Senator, when you listed off the measures that are popular that you seem to think Manchin is opposed to,
Such
is your
donkeys.
understanding that Senator Manchin is calling for significant cuts to be pulled out of this, or is there still a conversational line about
Well, that's a great question. Ask him. I mean, that's exactly my point. We need some specificity here. It's not good enough to be vague. You want to cut child care? How much do you want to cut child care? You want to cut climate? Cut climate. How much do you want to do that? Tell us with some specificity what you want. All right, last question, ma'am.
So you called out Senator Manchin. Would you also like to see specificity from Senator Sinema?
Absolutely.
Why do you call your mom by her first name so disrespectful? I don't. The word that I'm not going to say out loud, because it's technically a Turkish word, is not my mother's name. My mother's name is something different. Good try, though. That was close. Not as close as the top of the hour ad break, which comes at the top of every hour. Okay? Almost. Yeah, that's right, dude. At the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. Okay? And if you'd like to no longer see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5. You can do that for free if you have a Twitch Prime. It's a free subscription that you can use. Or you can use an ad blocker or a VPN if you don't want to use either of those methods. Okay? But Twitch Prime is free. Here's the 1-minute ad break now.
Absolutely. Senator, as I understand it, I'm not privy to everything here. In some cases, you guys know more than I do. But I don't think that's, I think Senator Sinema's position has been that she doesn't, quote unquote, negotiate publicly. And I don't know what that means. We don't know where she's coming from. What I have heard.
Isn't it just saying Turkey already Turkish? Haven't you lost already? No, the Turkish word for Turkey is different. Sounds a lot like Turkey, but it's a different word.
And I don't know if this is accurate. This is a problem. I have heard that she is opposed to having Medicare negotiate prescription drug prices with the pharmaceutical industry and lowering prescription drug prices. I have heard that she is opposed to asking the wealthy and large corporations to pay their fair share of taxes. That is what I have heard. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think to answer your question, yeah, I would love to see her in the same sense as Senator Manchin. Tell us what you want and don't want. Thanks very much.
Why can't you speak Turkish? Is there a bet or something? No, chatters are currently playing bingo. And one of the last squares on bingo is me speaking Turkish. And I'm refusing to do so now because I know